All right, folks, apologies there. Hopefully, all right, folks, we had some technical difficulties and had to restart the stream, so if you found your way to us, we're going to check in here at the 300-yard mark. Our lead swimmer in lane 4, that's Edward Goucher in your program. 3:35, that's a 1:11 plus pace there. Swimmers in lane 5 and 6, that's Brandon Tobin and Brighton Lynn. Brighton Lynn flipped there at 3:50. Brandon Tobin coming in, sneaking in under 4 minutes at 3:58.74. Top of your screen is Jack Mortimer, just behind Edward Goucher. Here they come into the 350. I don't know if I said 450, 350. We'll check back in around the 500 mark and see where we are. can't see it. Yes. They're coming in on 38. They have 100 to go. Yes, so next. Put the 38. This is the bell. All right, here we go. It's going to be lane 4 with a commanding lead. Edward Goucher here. There's the bell. 50 yards to go. Lanes 2 and 5, Jack Mortimer and Brandon Tobin. 125 yards to go still. And outside smoke there, Brayton Lynn with 200 yards to go at his next one. (12:21.87). 4 seconds off his seat time. Great swim. I know I just saw him say something about 3 times. Seems like he's not as happy with that improvement. There we go. 12:56 for lane 3, Jack Mortimer. And 50 yards to go for Brandon Tobin. Okay, here we go. Brandon Tobin, 13:38.14. The far end, flipping with 125 yards to go. Brayton Lynn swimming the 1,000 for the first time in his career. Got 4 lengths to go when he flips down here. Well, as last swimmer finishes up the race, we're going to say thank you to our last sponsor of the night, Reyes Realty. If you're buying or selling a home, check them out. We'll give you those sponsors again over the course of the night. I don't know if it's in the comments. Also notice them on the stream in the upper right-hand corner rotating through there. Thanks again to those sponsors. Helps us make these meets possible, make the live stream possible. Not only allowing folks who can't attend because of the restrictions on the facility, but I did hear there are quite a few grandmas and grandpas out there listening from the Midwest. So apologies in advance for my harsh vocal cords. So we come in, finishing out that event. It's going to be Brayton Lynn with a 15:38.95 for his first swim in that event. Great job, everyone. Okay, next event is going to be event 47. The girls 200-yard breaststroke. Heat 1, 2, and 3 in that order. We're going slowest to fastest based on seat times. switching the names and the lanes once the race is started. Here's the starter. They're off. Always want to have a great pullout to start any breaststroke race. Good job there, lane 3 in particular. Lane 6 as well. All right, lanes 2, 3, and 4 at the top of your screen. Erica Westgard of the Rays with no time. Addie Carbone, saw her have a nice swim in the 1,000 earlier. And Cynthia Leo, also of the Rays, with a 3:34.06 seed. No swimmer in lane 5. And it is your heat leader at the 50-yard mark, Haley Masumara of Solo. Below her, Eva Westgard of the Rays in lane 7. We've got a race emerging here, lane 6 and lane 3. Taking advantage of the open water with a nice early swim. That's Addie Carbone on the top of your screen and Haley Masumara on the bottom in the lead. At the 100 mark, it's going to be a 1:24.94. Very hard to even split or negative split a breaststroke race. You're moving so fast off the blocks and the stroke just isn't as quick as the others. Negative split is when the second half of your race is faster than the first half of your race, even of course when the times are roughly the same. Coming in at the 150 mark, that is still Haley Masumara with a commanding lead. Looks like Addie Carbone's fallen a little off the pace here, still staying nice and long, but you got to imagine that earlier 1,000 she swam is catching up to her. She had a very nice swim in that 1,000. Unfortunate for her to be stuck in the second heat there. That's 10 minutes, 15 minutes of rest she didn't get between events. But that is what happens when you have no time. Third place swimmer here is going to be Cynthia Leo, touching at the 150 mark. She's in there with a 3:34. Back of the envelope map says she's on strong pace for personal best. And then the Westgard sisters, Erica with a strong lead over her sister Eva at the 150 mark. That's your heat winner, 2:55.02, Haley Masumara. Second place, 3:08.74. Very gutsy swim, showing some courage, going 1,000 and 200 breast. Folks, in the program, those are back-to-back swims. Third place swimmer coming in here. She's seated with the 3:34. Could she get in under her seed time? Oh, we're waiting on the time through the button. Timing system deciding what they're going to give her. It's going to be a 3:33.92. Erica Westgard in there with a 3:49.20. And her sister Eva coming in, finishing out. It does say 3:50 for lane 4. That the pad didn't activate. The button backup timer was a 3:33.92. In case Cynthia's parents or family are watching at home and wondering what happened. 4:15.07 for the other Westgard sister Eva rounds out our heat. There's heat 2 of 3 of the girls' 200-yard breaststroke. And they are off. Looks like we have a scratch in lane 3, so open water. And again in lane 7. Top swimmer on your screen is Madeline Wintertier. Below her, Emma Conway. Open water in lane 3. Below the open water, looks like Emma's sister Ella Wintertier. Below her in lane 5, middle lane, Julia Molnar. Those two are in there with the top 2 seeds. Lauren Pulse below her, lane 6, in the lead at the 50-yard mark, above the open water, and bottom of your screen, Graciela Mercier. You have some very close seeds here, 256, 257, 3 minutes even, and 3:02 from those middle 4 swimmers. Should be a good race. All right, that's lane 7, still leading, body length and a half lead there, touching the wall, 1:21.14, well ahead of her seed time. Back half almost always going to be slower in the breaststroke, but that's still quite an out. Second place swimmer, 1:24.48. A 1:26.65, 1:29.77, 1:30.09. 1:32.44, rounding out the pack there. Very close at the 100 mark. See if there can be any changes, any opening up of some distance, any opening up some space here between the fairly closely grouped swimmers. Does look like Lauren Pulse is going to command this thing tape to tape, way ahead of her seed time, it looks like. 2:10.89, 2:13.82 for Julia and Ella behind her. Ella a little slow getting off the wall. 2:18.28 for Emma. And at the top of your screen, Madeline Winnetier, 2:19.20. Bottom of your screen, 2:25.99 is Graciela Mercier. Here we come in at the end. It's still Lauren in the lead. It does look like she's lost a little bit of her lead to the number 2 swimmer, who's gaining on her still, but I think there's just not enough pull left for her to make a full move here. It's going to be Lauren in first place, 2:53.88, big drop there. 2:56.28, a drop also for Julia Molnar, just rounding out a pool. Off her seed time a little bit is Ella Winnetier, 3:01.13. Behind her, 3:05.66 is Emma Conway. Behind her, 3:06.22, Madeline Winnetier. Rounding out the heat is going to be Graciela Mercier with a 3:15.30, no, 3:16.45. All right, heat 3 of 3. This is the show, folks. Known as the show, and the top-seeded heat for the event. We've got some open water. Lane 2 is a scratch, as is lane 5. Lane 1 at the top of your screen is Kelly Casabian, 2:41.50 seed time. Below her, after the open water, is Milena Whitney, 2:29.87. Emma Hall below her, above the other open water, 2:22.13. Below the open lane on the bottom of your screen is Abby Houghton, 2:37.37. Below her, Ella Goucher, 2:39 flat. And ML Carroll, 2:53.61. Bottom of your screen rounds out this top-seeded heat. That's Mary Lou Carroll, for those of you who thought she might have been named after the basketball star from my hometown of Weston, Massachusetts, ML Carr. Shout out ML if you happen to be listening to live stream of the race. 1:12.40 at the halfway point for our lead swimmer in lane 4, Emma Hall. She's going to be a little bit behind her 2:22 pace there. That is going to be a tough get home for a lifetime. Coming in at the 150 mark, the third of 450s. Does look like Emma may have a little bit more in the tank than I gave her credit for. Still looks very strong, but not quite strong enough to beat that seed time of 2:22.13. We'll get you the times as they finish here, folks. Pretty good race breaking out here in lanes 6 and 7 as they try and press to the finish line with 25 yards to go. Be interesting to see what the pull-out strategy is. You know, sometimes late in the race staying down, you're never faster above the water than you are below the water. 7, Abby Houghton above her 5th place, 2:44.95. Top of your screen, 2:41.05. Is Kelly Casabani and ML in there at the end of the 2:50. This is heat 1 of the boys 200-yard breast. This is, heat 1 of 2 of the boys 200-yard breaststroke. We've got a scratch in lane 5 if you're following along at home. Nathaniel Don't Burns Me Man in lane 3, and below him, Brandon Tobin. Nathaniel's in there with no time. Does not mean he completed the race in 0 seconds. It means he has not completed this race before. So no matter what he finishes in, that'll be a PB. Great job trying something new, Nathaniel. Apologies if I didn't get your swimmers' times on that last heat. Did my best. Official must be a little bit behind his scheduled dinner appointment because he started that race quite quick and I couldn't finish it. Here we come in at the halfway point of this 200-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 2. Our lead swimmer is Brandon Tobin with a 1:31.43. He's ahead of pace. Left himself enough room there that he's got a good shot at the PB. 1:38.27 for Nathaniel Burns. Good, strong first 100 of his first 200-yard breaststroke ever. $50 yards to go here, 2:20.01 for Brandon Tobin. Very strong position for Brandon there. Chasing a 3:11.94. I don't think it's going to be quite enough room on that last 50 for him to get a PB, but we'll see how he gets home. Dana Burns looking strong with 25 yards to go. Let's see, can he stay down on his pullout? And he does. Good job, young Padawan learner. All right. Look at Brandon showing me wrong. He's going to be in under his 3:11 seed time here by quite a few seconds. It's a 3:07.91. 4-second PB for our Brandon, and Natty Light Burns in there with a 3:16.49. Heck of a first swim, son. Heat 2 is off. We've got open water in lane 1, 4, and 8. Lane 2, Jake Dumais. Sorry if I'm getting that one wrong at home. It wasn't in the pronunciation guide from the team earlier this morning. Kyle looks like his brother Dumais in lane 3 above the open water. Below the open water is Evan Allen. top seed in there with a 2:30.69. Josh McDonald below him, and Richie Black rounds out the heat. If you're wondering, hey, there were 2 swimmers in that last heat, why didn't they just all swim together? What happens is, there's a rule, we've got to seat 3 swimmers per heat. So we put 3 swimmers in that heat, 1 kid scratches at the last minute, we've got 2 swimmers there and it's too late to combine them. Given the speed of this heat, it's probably all worked out for the best for the kids. Gave the 500-yard freestylers who are up next a little bit extra rest, so we're all happy with it. Here we come in at the halfway point. That is going to be your top seed, Evan Allen, 109.07. Great first 100 there. 2:30 is about a 1:15. Again, as we've said a few times, hard to maintain that first 50 pace, that first 25 pace really over any breaststroke race. So your early sprints always look a little faster because of the dive, more so than the slower, more so than the other strokes, which are a little faster in the water. We've got an outside challenger here. Lane 7, that's Richie Black, just off the pace, 2.25 seconds off the pace there. Really working a quick hand and a high turnover rate. A gutsy swim, gutsy way to swim the 200 breast. I know if you just paddle around in the lake or at the pool, you said, oh, I do the breaststroke, it's easy. I tell you, when they're swimming this hard, pushing that turnover, those hands can really get tired, the forearms start to cramp, and as the legs go, it really can become a challenge to stay long and fast on the way in. Both these swimmers doing a great job. Does look like Evan Allen, our top seed, is going to hold on a 2:27.06, good for a 3-second drop. But the story of the heat, 2:28.84, Richie Black, dropping some serious time, 14-second PB. Coming in third place, lane 3, 2:41.43, is Kyle, his brother above him in fourth, 2:42.49. 2:43.26 there for Joshua McDonald. All right, if you're following at home, we're now going to event 29. Again, because of the snow, we're swimming out of order here. This is the 500-yard freestyle. We've got 2 heats here. No one in lane 3. Again, we're seeing more scratches than normal because of the move, because of the snow, but a full, fast heat otherwise. From top to bottom, Megan Mahan, 6:28.39 at the top of your screen. Below her, Emmy Goucher, 6:16.73. Open water in lane 3. In lane 4, Rainey Schaffner, 6:02.49 is the top seed. Below her, Ryan White, second seed, 6:10.10. Third from the bottom is Liesl Greger, who's really shown improvement over the last couple of years, 6:15.12. Below her, second from the bottom, Ashley Van Korbach, 6:19.48. And at the bottom of your screen, you got an Ironman double here with the 1,000 and the 500 on the same night. We're a few minutes apart. Amara Rice, 6:31.91. If you just tuned in, keep an eye on the upper corner of the screen to see our sponsors. I'd like to thank Pat at Kendall Pond Pizza, an Ironman swimmer in and of himself. He does marathon swimming for multiple days at a time at times. After that, what do you need? You need a good slice. So you know Kendall Pond's got it going on. Team Banks Foundation Realty, the Workout Club, A&E Aaron Service, Methuen Cooperative Bank, Pro Sound, Salem Ford, and Reyes Realty. Thank you very much for your patronage of our sponsors. Checking in here at the 200 mark, our lead swimmer is Rainey Schaefer, 2:13.57, 2:07 pace. Puts her about 6:05 pace probably a little slower out than you'd like to see if you're trying to beat that 6:02 seed time. Although if she's a strong negative splitter, you know, gets that back half home faster than the front half, that should be plenty out. We'll see how that emerges. Good pack following her. Lane 2, 5, 6, 7 in the chase. Now I'm going to apologize here. From my vantage point, I could not see the swimmer in lane 8. That's actually Amara Rice in the lead at the 250, out in a 246, which projects to a 532. Excuse me. Yeah, 532, which would be almost a minute faster than her seed time. I don't know if we had a little sandbag in there from Amara, maybe trying to jump to the second heat and buy a little extra rest, or if that's her actual best time. If that was her best time in the seed, she's got quite a swim on her hands. So it's our lane 4 swimmer in chase of our lane 8 swimmer at the bottom of the screen. A tight pursuit pack between them and in lane 2. And then at the top of your screen, Megan Mahan riding out the heat. We're well past the halfway point here, folks. Coming around on the 375 mark. 125 yards to go. Certainly a great swim based on the seed time here from the lane 8 swimmer. Lane 4 swimmer, Rainey Schaefer, also right in the mix. Should see about a 20-second drop if she can finish strong. 100 yards to go. 432 puts her in the mix, I would say 540-ish, depending how much she has on the tank, in the tank after that 1,000. 440.83 for the number 2 swimmer, again chasing a 6:10 seed time. She's in great position to see 15, 20-second drop, maybe even more, and then the chase pack really close. That's the bell, so you know there's 50 yards left in the race here. 5:08.65. She's gone a little bit off the pace, but not much. 25 yards to go here. A lot of guts here. Swimming the 1,000 to 500 so close apart. Here she comes home. Try to get you all the times as this heat finishes, giving it to distance, and then hopefully Stark will give me enough time to read them off. If I don't, they will be up on Meet Mobile sooner rather than later. All right, here's the number 1 swimmer in the heat. That's going to be Amara Rice, 5:42.50, a monster drop from her seed time. Lane 4, Rainey Schaefer, 5:53, 7-second, 10-second drop almost. Lane 3, excuse me, third place is lane 2, Emmy Goucher, 5:59.47, getting under 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes in lane 7. Getting a nice pull from the lead swimmer is Ashley Van Korbosch. Huge drop also for her at 6:01.44. Pero 6:03s in lane 5 and 6. That's Ryan White, 6:03.34, and below her in lane 6, Liesl Greger, 6:03.34. Top of the screen, 6:25.43 is Jack Dumas. You want to write a note? I think the swimmer in lane 1 for the 500 missed a touch, and I didn't get it before she finished. You want to write it somewhere? Yeah. On here? Be the top. All right, event 29, heat 2, girls 500-yard freestyle. This is heat 2 of 2. From the top of your screen down, you've got Vienna Lynn of the Rays at 8:39.83. She's showing a lot of guts as a 9-year-old swimming this for the first time. Below her, Madeline Murray of the Rays, 8:05.56. Kelsey Eason, also of the Rays, in lane 3, 7:15.08. Middle 2 lanes, Ella Winnetier, 6:50.38. Grace Howe, 7:12.15. Third from the bottom of your screen is Cami Delano, 7:36.68. Hannah Gouger of the Rays, 8:17.27. Second from the bottom and bottom of the screen, Cynthia Leo swimming it for the first time. Pardon me there. Vienna Lynn, the 9-year-old, is in there with an 8:39.83. She has swum it before, but still a lot of guts for a 9-year-old to swim this race. I'm going to send this through.
Gentlemen, I need like a second and a half more on that start. I'm not getting the button pressed before you're starting, and it's messing her up. Give me like a, this will just give me a second to get the button. Okay, thank you. Okay.
All right, folks. Moving into the home stretch. Sorry about that. Had to jump away, take care of some technical difficulties. We're good, but we're not perfect. Progress over perfection. Last 50 yards here for the swimmer in lane 5. That's Grace Howe. 5:38.95. She's in there with a 7:12.15 seed. She's going to blow it away. That is lane 5 with the top finish in this heat. That is Grace House, 6:14.58. Almost a minute drop from her best. Lane 5 is messed up on the time. All right. Apologies if you're following the scoreboard there. We had a little technical difficulties. Boys 500-yard freestyle. Top of your screen, the brothers Lookout. Lane 1, Ethan, 7:02.09. Lane 2, Parker, 6:37.97. Below him, the Fresh Prince, Dylan Belair, 5:36.90. Below him, in the middle lane, Eddie Barnes, fastest seed in the heat, 5:17.42. Below him, Ethan Steichen, 5:32.47, lane 5. Third from the bottom. Sorry about that. No swimmer in lane 5. Below the empty lane is Logan Gray for less snow, 6:28.25. Below him, second from the bottom, Colin Turner, 6:41.68. And Jason McLaughlin, bottom of your screen, 7:48.46 seed time. 3:05.90 there at the 300 mark, the elite swimmer. A 5:08, 5:09 pace. Let's see if he can get under 5:10. Seated in there with a 5:17. This is heat one of the boys 500-yard freestyle. It's event 30 in your program. Again, we're swimming out of order because we had to rearrange the meet due to the snow, but we did not change the event, in case you are wondering. 4:10 there with 100 yards to go. We said, can you get under 4:10? Can you get under 5:10? That would really require a great last 100. Maybe 5:12, 5:13s in shot go. It'll still be a lifetime. Just under 5, no, just over 5:10, 5:10.77. But still 7-second PB there for Eddie Barnes in lane 4. Looks like second in the heat is going to be lane 6, Logan Frey. Nope, excuse me, I got that wrong. Oh yeah, lane 6. He's got 50 yards to go now. Lane 3 in second place, Dylan Belair, 5:35.62, just under his seat time. All right, 6:11.51 for Ethan Luco. Parker Luco, 6:27.62. 6:05.70 in lane 6 for Logan Frey. Colin Turner, 5th, 6:14.53. Rounding out the pack, it's going to be Jason McLaughlin he's in there with a 7:48 seat time. He's going to challenge the 7-minute barrier. Nice drop here. I think he's going to do it. Yep, he is. And that's a 6:57.12. Nice job by the young fella getting under 7 minutes. All right, girls, 200-yard backstroke. We've got swimmers in lane 3 and 4. That is Emily McNamee in lane 3 of the race, first time out in this event, and Mia Chen, 2:39.10. Taking a quick peek ahead, we've got 2 heats of this event. 2 heats of the 200-yard boys backstroke, and then 2 heats of the 400 IM. 1 boy, 1 girls, and 1 boys, and that's going to do it for us tonight. So you're looking at maybe another 30 minutes on the broadcast, give or take here. Here we come in at the halfway point, 1:15:39, 1:17:92 for Mia and Emily. We're glitching a little bit at home, folks. We apologize. I think some of the swimmers on deck have hacked our Wi-Fi and are doing TikToks, using up all of our bandwidth. So it could be a little choppy.
Next time.
50 yards to go. Still a pretty tight race here. 1:56.06, 1:58.52. A nice swim for a first time out here from Emily McNamee. Flipping at the far end in the lead is Mia Chen, about a body length lead. Always tough to stay down, but nice job there by Emily to do so. Dolphin kick off that wall, close the gap a little bit. It is going to be Mia Chen first and Emily McNamee second. 2:36.49, that's a TV, and 2:38.86. Great job, girls. Heat 2 of 2, Rainey Schaefer, 2:34.44, top of your screen. Blaisdell Annunziata, 2:32.60 seed time. Delana Whitney, 2:27.79. Middle of your screen, Abby Houghton, 2:23.03 seed. Below her, above the empty lanes, Morgan Waters, 2:27.66. And at the bottom of the screen, below the open lanes, is Jasmine Lamb with 2:35.54 seed time. Here we come in at the halfway point. 1:10.67 in lane 4 for the Heat leader, Abby Houghton. So we talked about in breaststroke how it can be hard to match negative split because that dive off the blocks generates so much speed and the stroke itself is slower in the water. Backstroke's a little bit of the reverse, where the start doesn't give you quite as much of a gain, and it's a pretty fast stroke in the water, especially with the Dolphins. Not unusual to see an even split or even a negative split. Coming in at the 150 mark, that's a 1:48.03 for Abby. Final 25 yards here for Abby, commanding lead. Again, seated in there with a 2:23.03. Looks like she'll be a little bit off that pace. A nice swim, though, from the outside swimmer. I think on the top of the screen, lane 1. That's going to be a significant drop. 2:25.45, just off her seat time. Abby, second place, 2:29.49, 5-second drop. Rainey Schaefer, third, 2:31.61, Morgan Waters. Fourth, 2:34.48, Delana Whitney. Fifth, 2:36.10, Jasmine Lamb. And Blaisdell and Minnesota 2:44.84. Brings up event number 40, Heat 1, boys, 200-yard backstroke. We've got Nathaniel the Iron Man Burns in there. That's the third event of the night by my count for him. A lot of swimming. Okay, folks, first 50 underwater. Let's go on the water done. That's, again, Nathaniel Burns, top of your screen, lane 3. Middle lane, Jake Oliviero, 2:19.92. Again, Nathaniel's first time in here, so no time. And Logan, pray for me, 2:36.27, bottom of the screen. Logan also swimming another, swim multiple events tonight. A lot of kids doing a lot of long distance swimming here. Very impressive. Showing a lot of courage out there. Okay, top swimmer in there, Jake Oliviero, 2:14.89, 5-second drop from his seed time. Second swimmer into the wall is 2:29.79, 7-second drop, Logan Prey. Rounding it out, I guarantee a lifetime here because he's never done it before. Nathaniel Burns coming in on his last 25 to finish out Heat 1 of 2. In our penultimate discipline of the night, the 200 back. There's Nathaniel in there with a 2:53.98. All right. Okay. Open waters in lanes 2 and 8. Top of your screen, Joshua McDonald, 2:16.37. Ethan Steichen, 2:04.05. Dylan Bradshaw, 1:59.16 in the middle lane. And just below him in lane 5, Bradley Waters, 1:59.30. Very impressive seed times for those 16-year-olds. Garrett Landy, second from the bottom of your screen, 2:11.32. And in lane 7, above the open lane, is Andrew Gordon, 2:16.21. Looks like we have a real battle opening up. In addition to those top 2 swimmers in 4 and 5 we mentioned, lane 3 has really jumped out with them. We'll see where they are at the flip. All 3 swimmers under a minute, 59.48 for Ethan Steichen in there, jumping up, challenging those sub 2-minute backstrokers. It is lane 5, 58.93. Bradley Waters in the lead, though. They're really going to have to show some guts getting home here if they want to be sub 2 again, as they're just barely under a minute pace on the way out. It is possible in the backstroke, but it looks like they have fallen a little bit off the pace. You wonder if some of these guys swam earlier tonight, if they've got a little lactic acid pooling in those legs. Up next is the 400 IM, the last discipline of the night. We have one heat for the girls and one heat for the boys. Here they come in with the photo finish here. Lane 3, lane 5 pulling ahead, 2:01.52 for Bradley, 2:02.35 for Ethan, and it's Dylan in third with a 2:02.57. Heck of a drop there for Ethan. Fourth place, 2:10.13. Garrett, fifth, 2:14.90, and 2:15.06 for Joshua McDonald. All right, we've got 4 swimmers in here for the 400 IM. Heat 1 of 1 for the girls. Top of your screen, it's Addie Carbone, and underneath her, Jasmine Lamb. Empty water in lane 4 in the middle. Meredith Lubeliski underneath that, and Michaela Mendez below her at the bottom of your screen. Pretty big time spread on the seeds, ranging from 4:50 for the middle 2 swimmers, 5:30 for Jasmine, and 6:40 for Michaela. So really those middle 2 swimmers might have a race. We kind of expect some separation. With the drops we've seen today, we'll have to wait and see that. We have been surprised, and I won't be fooled again. If you're at home and you're wondering what a result was, we are through the girls 500 and the boys 500 up on Meet Mobile. You can check those out. We'll be shortly behind that with the backstroke. You see our lead swimmers have moved into the backstroke. This is the 400 IM, so you swim 100 of each stroke. 100 butterfly, 100 backstroke, 100 breaststroke, and 100 yards in any discipline other than the first 3. Typically, you're going to see what we call the front crawl, but you could do the corkscrew or the side stroke. You just can't swim one of those other 3 strokes. That's our lead swimmer up there, a 150, a 143 and a 153 at the 150 mark. Some good separation. One thing to watch in the 400 IM is you never know who's strong at what disciplines. So sometimes you'll have a distance swimmer who's a breaststroker fall way behind in the first half and then go to try and run down that flyer backstroker in the back half. Here we go. First swimmer's finished halfway, 2:22.42 as she switches to a breaststroke. Nice strong breaststroke to start her 100 breast leg of her 400 IM. Second swimmer makes the transition. Good dolphin kick on that pull out, stays down. Good job. That is Meredith Lubeliski and Jasmine Lamb behind her. Third swimmer has transitioned to breaststroke as well. That's Addie Carbone. She's swum quite a few races tonight too. Good showing by her to compete. And our fourth swimmer makes the turn, Michaela Mendez, and transitions to breaststroke as well. Our lead swimmers open up almost exactly a 25-yard length here. It's going to be almost impossible for her to lose this lead. I think all she's thinking about is, can I get a best time and how far can I drop this hammer? Second swimmer looks pretty good behind her, Jasmine Lamb. She's just finishing up her third leg of her 100 breast as the lead swimmer transitions over to freestyle. 3:44.04. Not impossible for a lifetime on that 4:52.89 seed, but going to be a challenge for sure. Jasmine in there with a 5:30, excuse me, I had said she had a 4:50 earlier. She's in there with a 5:30 seed time. She's certainly got room to beat that seed time if she can get her freestyle home, as do both the outside swimmers. 50 yards left there for our lead swimmer. As our third swimmer hits the 300 mark and switches over to freestyle, 4:27.36 for Addie Carbone on her first time swimming the 400 IM. Looking very strong. Our number 2 swimmer tries to hold off the lead swimmer as she comes around. For 4:49.64 with 50 to go for her. And it is a 4:53.75, just a second off her best time, or at least her seed time, for Meredith Lubilishek. Check in here with Jasmine Lamb, 25 yards to go. She's seated with a 5:30. You know, she should be able to duck in around a 5:25 if she can get it home. Like to see those legs working overdrive here in these last 12 and a half yards. Can she get in under 5:30? She does. 5:28.54 for a improvement over her seat time. And look at Addie Carbone coming home. Maybe a little too much in the tank there. Wow. 5:38.55 and a smoking fast finish as Michaela flips with 50 yards to go. Keep in mind, these swimmers are also different ages. We have high schoolers and maybe kids as young as 6th to 5th grade in here. So you can't really compare them lane to lane. You've got to look at their seed times and what they're racing against to really understand how they look. Another fast finish here. Michaela Mendez has turned it, I wouldn't say up 1 gear, maybe 3 or 4 gears. She's got the white water coming out of her kick, which is always a great way to finish the IM. She's going to be in there with a 6:23.21 and a 23-second improvement. Here we go, event 32, heat 1, the boys 400 IM. Our last race of the evening. We've got 3 swimmers in there. At the top of your screen, that's Edward Goucher. He swum a couple events already. 13 years old with a 5:56.66 seed time. Now Clement, 5:02.72 is your top seed in the middle, and it's Jack Ablondi. Bottom of your screen, time trialed earlier tonight in the 500, I think, during the 1,000, 12-year-old with a 5:31.63. All swimmers from the executive swim club. Coming around here, 7:40 p.m. We did predict the 8 o'clock exit, 20 minutes ahead schedule. Great job by the officials and all the folks working the floor to help us keep this thing running smooth. Maybe some of the swimmers in this heat will say, I wish I had another 20 minutes of rest. But that's what taper's for, kids. 106.58 on the butterfly leg for our lead swimmer there, Dale Clement. Good strong out. Puts him in position to chase that improvement over the seat time. Halfway through his backstroke with the lead swimmer there. Nice smooth backstroke there for Niall Clement after a pretty aggressive 100 fly to get out. It's a great way to be. Let's see how he does in the breaststroke. A strong breaststroke, he's going to be in a great position for an improvement over that seat time. 2:21.5, that's a 1:15 100 backstroke split, roughly speaking. It looks like he may be a breaststroker, so he's in great position here. The number 2 swimmer makes the turn back to breast. A little difficulty staying down on the breaststroke pullout there for him. Interesting situation with Nails' breaststroke chasing Edwards' backstroke. Nails making the turn at his 50 and Edwards transitioning back to breast. Touch about even there, 3:02.94, excuse me, 3:04.02 at the halfway mark for Edward Goucher. Going to take a heck of a back half for him to chase that 5:56 seat time. It is with a whole 30-yard lead about the lead, our top seat time, Neil Clement over Jack Blondie, who made a 3:25 turn with 50 yards to go in his breaststroke. You can tell it's a swim and get picked up kind of meet as the deck is really cleared out. And you know, usually in the 400 IM breaststroke, backstroke leg, there'd be a lot of teammates cheering. But it's more of a ghost town than, you know, the Midwest in the 1890s right here. 3:46 with 100 yards to go. His seed time of 5:02. Look at him, about a 1:08 to get home. We'll put him at a 4:44. Significant drop. Let's see if he's on pace for that. A little bit off that pace. Let's see how he does. Needs a strong finish to get in under 5:02. 35 gets him to 56, which would be a 6-second drop. Our number 2 swimmer is 50 yards to go in the freestyle, and our number 3 swimmer is about to make the transition to freestyle. Number 3 swimmer is about to make the transition to freestyle. 50 yards to go for Eddie there, or for Jack Blondie there. Here we go. Is now Clement in there with a 4:54. That's an 8-second drop. Good for first place on the night. Jack's chasing down Edward in the freestyle leg here. He's about to lap him. I don't know if looks like he's got enough speed to do it. He's going to have a massive drop from his 5:31 seed time. Another 12-second drop there for him. Great job, Jack. Edward Goucher there, chasing a 5:56.66 best. He flips at 5:22. He's going to be right on the bubble. He's going to have to get this last 25 home pretty quickly. I think he's probably just going to miss it, probably be about 6 minutes on his split, just off the pace. Very tough to have a lifetime in the 400 IM when he's already swum a couple events in the night. Here he comes in. 5 yards to go for our last swimmer of the night. 6:00:17 it is. Great job, everybody. That concludes our live stream and our first session of the week. If you're planning to tune in for the live stream tomorrow, don't. The meet has been postponed to Sunday. We'll be back then, live coverage, the sprint events, 11 o'clock for the, I think, 12 and unders. And after their session, there'll be a warm-up and a short break, and then we'll be back with the 13 years and olders at 2:30. So if you're planning to watch that AFC or NFC championship game, and you need a sporting snack for an appetizer, pick up the live stream. And if you're local, order from Kendall Pond Pizza. Take care. Stay safe and avoid the snow.